Further news in the magical land of sexual misconduct, aka Hollywood. Recently, Andy Dick was fired from his upcoming indie film Raising Buchanan, probably butchered that, over numerous sexual harassment and misconduct allegations on set. Links down below as normal. This includes, but not limited to, non-consensual kissing, groping, as well as propositioning at least 4 people on the film. When questioned, Andy Dick's response was, "My middle name is Misconduct, and they knew what they signed up for." Dick has claimed that he didn't grope anyone, but he might have kissed someone on the cheek or licked them. Dick went on to claim him licking someone is him being funny and not harassing anyone. Further allegations from the set suggest that Dick appeared intoxicated, with Dick answering his Xanax made him act loopy. Andy has said in the future he won't be licking anyone's face anymore. Well, as creepy as that is, it's a good step away from Kevin Spacey. Speaking of Kevin Spacey, some of you guys might have seen Mr. Medicare's video, Tinseltown Comes Tumbling Down. Video where Jim said if he went into all the allegations, he said his video would be well over an hour.
It's Kevin Spacey. It's so absurdly large, I can't cover it all. This would be an hour-long video. Just look at this. Look at the amount of people, children, mind you, teenage boys, that are coming out talking about Kevin Spacey making sexual advances towards them. Apparently, if you were a teenage boy with a pulse, Kevin Spacey tried to fuck you, is really the takeaway from this enormous goddamn list of people that he constantly hit on. Some of these are so fucking ridiculous, and the allegations aren't old. In fact, co-workers of his from House of Cards have come out to allege that he sexually harassed them.
Well, let's take a peek at some of those. Now, Tinseltown Comes Tumbling Down is a well-made video, but I feel a lot of content and information was left on the floor. For those of you more interested in the vast chasm of allegations, we're going to be revisiting Kevin Spacey now. The second allegation comes from an LA bar where, allegedly, you're going to be hearing the term allegedly a lot, Kevin ended up touching a man's privates, as well as further accusations of Kevin Spacey preying on younger male actors have surfaced from the Old Vic Theatre in London. Regretfully, the article in question, links down below, doesn't name anyone as an accuser by name until we get to the US filmmaker Tony Montana, who alleges that Kevin put his hand around Mr. Montana after ordering him a drink and grabbing his package. At which point a 50-year-old Kevin Spacey alleged said, "This designates ownership." Returning to the Old Vic Theatre, I'm trying to avoid or limit anonymous accusations here. Actor Robert Cavazos, again apologies on screwing up the name, Kevin made an unwanted sexual advance towards young men. That such behavior was common while at the Old Vic Theatre in London. Cavazos alleged that he himself experienced behavior that was borderline assault. Cavazos states Spacey would invite young actors to come talk to him about their careers, having something called a champagne picnic. Regretfully, the next source is an anonymous informer, an allegation from a production assistant for Netflix's House of Cards, said Kevin Spacey put his hand down another man's pants in a non-consensual manner. Keep in mind, Netflix originally stated that Kevin was nothing but professional during his time with House of Cards, so who's being misleading now or then is anyone's guess. And then the unnamed production assistant had complained to supervisors over Spacey's sexual harassment, which occurred over various seasons of the show. The response the production assistant received from the supervisors was never to be left alone with Kevin Spacey on set. The unnamed production assistant alleged while Kevin was driving him to the set, Mr. Spacey put his hand down said assistant's pants. And in the most recent news at the time of the scripting of this video, Kevin Spacey is being scrubbed from the movie All the Money in the World. It's a Ridley Scott film. The movie was a finished print. Ridley Scott and Imperative Entertainment has made the decision together for Kevin Spacey's removal. There's no telling if the movie will suffer due to the recasting, but I understand wanting to keep the professional distance with Spacey with the recent allegations surrounding his name. Truth be told, I'm kind of surprised I had enough content for this series this week. Who knows, maybe with all the allegations floating around, I might be able to land a podcast with someone out there who's involved at this point. Seeing as how some of the numbers involved in some of these cases is going into the hundreds, I'm not sure if we'll be able to do this next week, but if not, we'll be switching to bi-weekly from here on out if we can't. Thank you.